running another piece on Jefferson Davis, and it made me wonder, how's his son Miles doing?
Not good. I've been there. The loss is all you can think about.
He needs something to do outside of school. Maybe a part-time job?
That's not a bad idea. But it has to be the right job. Something that makes him feel useful, like what he's doing matters.
Kind of think you just described Feast.
MJ, that's perfect. I'll talk to May about it.
That's what I'm here for.
We demand the release of the brothers you imprisoned for City Hall! Our brothers are guilty only of fighting for a new and better world! You have no right to hold us! We do not recognize your corrupt laws!
Go back down, Spider-Man!
Taken hostage on a tourist bus. That's a New York reality tour for you.
Thank you.
Officers engaged with armed suspects. Multiple shots fired. Nearest officer, please proceed to Hamilton Heights.
Demons are getting bolder. Engaging police in the streets now. Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing toys.
生乃修饰自此之吧，绝不谋私的。
我们一点也不怕死，你呢？
That's it. Everyone okay? Demons fight like men possessed. Stay safe out there, officer. There's more where these came from.
My mom was a big believer in the city's steam heating. It's better for the environment than fossil fuels, but high pressure can lead to deadly explosions. This station was designed to monitor the pressure in specific buildings. Help me show Oscorp it's worth the cost. Please.
Harry's really invested in preserving his mother's legacy. And who can blame him? There's been a sharp rise in the pressure in some nearby buildings. The problem seems to be caused by faulty regulators. I've got to break them off before the pressure gets too high. And the building explodes. The city will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this the polite way. Luckily, the regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out. What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spider-Man vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them. Just takes one to cause a blast. Too many people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily. Okay, better head to the roof and make sure the pressure's vented properly. Nary a peep from my spider sense. Everyone's safe. I better get out of here before someone asks me to pay for all this.
Expressway near Atlantic Avenue.
Friends, today we have a very special caller breaking important news right here, because where else? Mayor Osborn, thanks for calling in.
No, thank you, Jonah. When you were publishing the Bugle, you were always fair to me. Tough, sure, but fair.
Well, that's my job, Mr. Mayor. All I have is my integrity, and I won't compromise it for anyone. Now, what's this crucial breaking news you're revealing for the first time anywhere on my show?
Well, after the brutal, cowardly City Hall bombing that almost claimed my life, it's clear our understaffed police department needs help. And I want to reassure the people of New York that I am providing it.
Aha! I said it! You all heard me say we needed this. Are you using my idea of bringing in cops from Lake Placid?
Ah, no. Though that was a fine idea. No, this would be a security contract, much like the ones our military uses to assist our troops overseas. I can't name it until the contracts are signed, but their qualifications are impeccable.
Well, that sounds terrific, Mr. Mayor. Though, of course, I'll have to reserve my tough but fair final judgment until I have all the facts.
I'd expect nothing less. And let me stress, this is in no way replacing our brave officers of the law, just augmenting them in a way that cuts through the red tape and gets results.
And results are what we want. You know, I'm glad you're here, so I can share my theory on how Spider-Man may well be working with the demons.
And a fascinating theory it is, I'm sure. But my doctors are advising me to get some rest now, so if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. Thank you for calling in, Mr. Mayor. My lines are open for you anytime. Jared, did you hear? Tough but fair! That's our new slogan. I don't care who else is using it. Don't care.
Spider-Man. Loft's filling up. Rosa just flew home to join her brothers and sisters.
Happy to help. You know these little guys pretty well, huh?
Getting there. Sandra always knew him best, of course.
Sandra?
Oh, my wife.
Well, tell Sandra she's got some fine birds.
Oh, yeah. Sure will, Spider-Man. Thanks again. And please, keep an eye out.
I hope nobody sees me doing this. Okay. told 12-year-old me one day dudes in masks would try to blow him up with rockets? Well, actually, he'd probably get pretty excited. Felicia thinks she's toying with me, but I learned something at each of these scenes. Aha! I think some big-time lawyer lives here. I bet she's after his client list to find new targets. Hate to admit it. But she's one smart cat.
Armored car is under arrest. Need immediate response. Officers needed at the yards. Please copy.
Demons robbing an armored car. These guys are looking for long-term finance.
快打开了，我们时间充足。干掉他，兄弟！我们出逃的日子就在前方。小心！废了你！
我
Demons seem to be gearing up for something big.
I swear, my buddy's gone completely nuts. Joined that cult, worshipping demons and such.
Spider-Man, the situation's under control.
Howard's pigeon! And the chase is on.
Attention units. A truck carrying an armed explosive is evading pursuit. Additional officers needed at Carnegie Hall. Please copy.
1182 along the northbound side of the Brooklyn Queens.
Here's your stuff! Guys, we all love a parade, but you gotta get permit first! Damn bomb in the truck. Gotta get it out of here. Phew. Just like that movie with the bomb on the bus. What was it called? Fastness, super quick? No, that wasn't it.
Keep a beat on those demons.
Drug deals and criminals. They go together like cookies and milk.
I wasn't gonna find nothing.
Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff?
Not bad. Fight!
fight! Bring it!
Hey, we don't need you here right now, all right?
One of Howard's pigeons. Come on. The fast one. This pigeon knows the city better than I do. Okay. Pigeon alert! Ah, gotta get him! Taking you home, buddy.
All units, 10:30 on an armored car. Suspects are wearing masks. Need additional units to the lower east side.
I wonder if pigeons eat spiders. pigeon target acquired. Don't run! I won't hurt you!
All units, immediate backup needed. Demons are firing on police. Officers needed near Civic Center.
Officers, pull your wounded back! I'll handle this! Was a maniac, but he loved New York. The demons, though, seems like they just want to tear the city down. Stay safe out there, officer. There's more where these came from.
All units, mass terrorists are believed to be transporting a bomb. Incident was reported near Trinity.
Come on! No turn signals? Gonna have to write you up! Curbside service.
老板不允许失败！
Bomb in that truck. Gotta get it away from civilians. You know, I was just thinking that what I really need is more demons. Murder parade stopped. The demons could blow that whole building. The bomb squad will know the best way to handle this.
Spider-Man, thank God. Demons have rigged explosives all over the building, but we can't get close.
Point me at him, officer. I'm here to help.
We've located the primary device. If you can disable it, it'll cough up an arming key. You can use that to locate and disable the secondary device.
Got it. Keep your men back. I'll radio when it's clear. You guys really stick to your MO, don't you? Time to get that arming key. Bomb triggers wired in series. There, got the key. Damn, dead man's switch. The other bombs are armed. Need to disable them before they explode.
Thank you for the assist, citizen.
Anytime, officer. Anytime.
We don't need you here right now.
Breaking news just in. My sources tell me the police are now looking at the demons as the primary suspects in the City Hall bombing. If that is in fact the case, I retract what I said about Spider-Man not being to blame. He would be, at the very least, partially responsible. Because the reckless manner in which Wilson Fisk was brought down directly created the void the demons poured into like the poison they are. Actions have consequences, my friends. And that's something Spider-Man has never understood.
Hey, slow down! Man, I wish I spoke pigeon.
All units, we are getting reports of a bus being taken hostage. Requesting officers on scene in Bloomingdale.
Osborn, are the cleansing flame that will sear him away. Your freedom.
Nap time.
Down, Spider-Man!
Demons are getting more and more brutal. I can't believe Martin Lee is really behind all this.
It was incredible.
Copy that. Thanks for the heads up. Assault reported. Approach with caution. Officers needed in Central Park.
An assault. I better step in.
Spider-Man!
Try hitting me! Spoiler, I hit back. I love laying out bullies.
Thank you. They were gonna kill me.
One of Howard's pigeons. Don't run! I won't hurt you! Take down supervillains, but I can't catch a pigeon? Howard's pigeon. Fly away, please! Think that's it. Everyone okay? Demons fight like men possessed.
That's the last of them. Saved our butt, Spider-Man. Those demons fight like... demons.
Good one. Don't mention it, officer.
I can't believe it. Whole family's reunited.
No sweat, Howard. These birds are lucky to have you.
I try. Sandra was always better with them. They're her birds, really.
Well, now that she's gone, they're yours.
Feels like a part of her lives on that way, you know?
I definitely know. You're a good man, Howard.
Anytime you want to stop by and see the family, feel free. Dan says he misses you. Thanks again, Spider-Man.
Tower is so cool, but they're never around to use it. I think they're probably somewhere on the West Coast right now. Probably surfing or something.
207, repeat, 207. Kidnapping reported. Officers needed at Gracie Mansion. Please copy.
I'll tune my earpiece to listen for sounds of someone struggling.
Yo, Spidey, looking good. Snap! It's
Like
you!
the shoes.
Weird question. You saw that cop? Hey, strike a pose! Spidey! I saw the fist kick out.
Hey, my insurance finally replaced the car you got the sprain on. You mind?
Spider-Man, shoot a weapon. I won't. Sounds corny, but you're my hero.
I get out of here, I'm gonna murder the guys who did this.
Easy, I've got you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spider-Man.
Step, they're the ones. It's him. Get a picture.
Can't hit him! You asked for this.
All done. Kind of weird anyone still kid.
Check it out.
Show us about 8 minutes out.
And that's that. Every crime tower in the city's now repaired.
Pretty good work, right?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good enough that maybe you'd let a certain someone celebrate with us?
Fine, but make it quick.
The odds were long. The danger close. But between Spider Cop's reckless intuition and the Chief's determined planning, they got the job done.
Aw, that's kind of sweet.
A pairing of opposites. Like peanut butter and chocolate, or breakfast for dinner. The two work together.
And we're done. Talk to you later, Spider Cop.
She's coming around, right? Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, do the hand thing.
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Okay, this one confounded me for a while. Apparently, Spider-Man's been seen throughout the city tampering with steam regulators. Aside from generally being a vandal and a troublemaker, why would he do this? I'll tell you why. Because when the city has to send crews out to fix these problems, they need police to direct traffic around them. That's officers who aren't stopping crime. Which leaves, say it with me, Spider-Man. He's trying to take our brave officers' jobs.
All units, civilians are trapped following a vehicle collision. Additional officers needed at Carnegie Hall. Please copy.
That car crash looks bad. Hope no one's injured.
Spider-Man! Help! I can't move! Help me! Please!
Thanks. Don't panic. I'm here.
Spider-Man! A bunch of guys robbed a bodega and took off doing it. They caused the wreck.
Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. Need to find and stop them. I'm losing them! Gotta catch up.
to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of driver's ed in your future.
Please, don't ask me to do the hand thing.
Over here.
You can hang out here anytime.
How's it going?
My kid loves you. Wait till they see this at work. Oh, hey, Spider-Man. Find me later. Got 3 more investment opportunity lined up. Spider-Man, over here.
Can I get a selfie?
Vacation ever.
Oh, you are the man!
Ooh, do the hand thing.
That's right, it's me.
Do you do kids' birthdays? Hi, Spider-Man.
You're my kid's hero. We're down with those.
Ooh, do the hand thing.
This is a dream come true. You have no idea.
Wait till Mom sees this.
Officers are engaged with armed hostiles. Backup needed. Report came in near Gracie Mansion. Over.
Demons are getting bolder, engaging police in the streets now.
小蜘蛛，让他给警察陪葬吧。
Officers, pull your wounded back. I'll handle this. That's it. Everyone okay?
Demons fight like men possessed.
Demons are down. Break out the cuffs.
Good one. Don't mention it, officer. Wild guess. Those guys breaking in don't live there.
What the hell?
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
I hit him!
Doing a little nighttime bird watching?
Well, I was watching for nocturnal raptors in the park when I noticed a bunch of men armed with rifles over at Belvedere Castle.
Thanks for the heads up, Miss,
Stephanie, let me know if I can help. I'll keep an eye on the activities from up here.
Thanks for the assist, Stephanie. Why would armed men be at Belvedere Castle? Got a hunch they're not tourists. Fisk's men. This isn't good.
You got luck. Dig in! We gotta stop him! The hell is this stuff made of?
That's all of them. Let's find out what they were up to. Not sure what's going on here. Wonder if there's any info I can get from this flash drive. Awesome. Stephanie, a bird just stole a flash drive full of evidence. Maybe a pigeon. Is that normal?
It is nesting season, so I'm not surprised. You know, I think there's a nest in the trees just southeast of the castle.
Great, I'll check it out. You got buddies. Great. Come back with that flash drive, you dirty sky rats!
Try positive reinforcement. You know, pigeons are actually remarkably intelligent.
Remarkably intelligent, huh? Hey, pigeons. Sorry about the dirty sky rats thing. Maybe we can make a deal? Whatever Fisk is paying you in birdseed, I'll double it. Got one. But he doesn't have the drive. Fuck this.
You don't mind, right?
Got the drive. Back to the laptop to see what Fisk's men were up to. Nice composition, if I do say so myself. Looks like they were uploading a worm to the Central Park Wi-Fi system. This could give them backdoor access to a ton of personal data. Come to think of it, even I use this network. Wait, it's still uploading remotely. There must be multiple access points. Stephanie, you're my eyes in the sky. See anything else strange in the park?
I see a pair of horned owls and... oh, more guys at a nearby junction box.
Thanks. Keep a lookout for anything else. I need to get to that junction box before the upload completes. If they can't access the laptop, they can't upload.
Anyone else?
Literally didn't see that coming.
Hey, there he is! I can't punch him if he's in the air! Getting wet! Have some of this!
Okay, this is almost as exciting as the time I saw 3 chestnut-sided warblers. Hey, I just noticed 2 other junction boxes being hit. Sending you the location.
Thanks for the heads up. I better get moving. 2 more? I never thought I'd say this. Why does Central Park need such strong Wi-Fi coverage? I thought people came here to get away. There they are. Need to keep them away from that box.
It's gonna blow! I got Spider-Man! Fight like a man! Back him down!
Please! Only 1 more to go.
Anyone's there? Shh! He's here! What are we supposed to do against that? You're gonna have a bad day.
There. The people of Manhattan can rest easy knowing that their passwords and cat videos are safe.
Spider-Man? I think they might have seen me.
Oh no. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Armed men just arrived.
Lock the roof entrance and hold tight. I'm on my way. Need to get to Stephanie before Fisk's men do. She wouldn't be involved if it weren't for me.
They're trying to break down the door.
We know you're working with the spiders. Open up!
Nearly there.
Split up and find the girl with the binoculars. That's Spider-Man! Take him out! Then toss the girl over the edge! There he is! Open fire! Spread out! Ha! We can't let him beat us!
That's all of them. Should check on Stephanie.
Oh, thank you, Spider-Man. That was a little more exciting than my average night of birding.
Hey, thank you. Your eagle eyes stopped an incarcerated crime boss from harvesting half the city's personal data.
Not too shabby, huh? Plus, I found a nest of red-breasted nuthatches when you triple kicked that guy in the face. Real beauties, too. You want to check them out?
Thanks, but I think I'll focus on jailbirds for now.
people falsely say I make up stories about Spider-Man. And this will not help my case because it sounds outlandish, but I have personally seen listener-recorded video of Spider-Man snatching pigeons. Pigeon napping. Why? What possible purpose could there be for such aberrant behavior?
Sorry, I'm usually web swinging.
Long and hard, and I think I figured it out. He's eating them. We've always assumed Spider-Man is a man with the attributes of a spider. But what if it's the reverse? What if somehow a spider gained the powers of a man and he's stalking his prey? Somewhere there's a giant web with these poor pigeons stuck in it, waiting to be devoured. And will it stop at pigeons? Will we be next? I promise you this. I will not rest until I have the answers.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I just had to thank you for saving my daughter from those muggers.
When did this happen?
Just now. Busy guy like you. I guess it all blurs together, huh? Near the theater on 126 and Powell. She just called and told me.
Right. Sorry. Happy to help. I'm glad your daughter's safe. Okay, I wasn't anywhere near there. I should swing by and see what's going on. There's the theater, and the crime scene. I better find out what happened. Still alive. So whoever did this isn't a lethal protector. That's promising.
Sorry I missed the action. Thanks for keeping us safe, Spider-Man.
You're back already? I thought you were checking out that fire.
Right. On my way now. Which way was it again?
Last time you went that way. South.
Thanks. Got a little turned around. Someone's impersonating me. It could be the chameleon again. I've got to pick up his trail. It does smell like there was a fire in this direction.
Looking good, Spidey.
Nice to see you, dude.
Sorry, spider emergency.
I gotta run.
There's the fire damage. Looks like it got put out quickly.
Hey, Spidey, what'd you do with that fire extinguisher?
Fire extinguisher, huh? Wonder where he left it. He used a fire extinguisher. What type of suppressant is in this? ADP. Pretty standard. And easy to track. He got fire suppressant on him. If I key my lenses to track its chemical signature, it should lead me right to Spider-Man 2.0. He's walking normally. No webs, no powers. Which makes what he's doing suicidal.
scaring me. Man, Spidey! I just gotta say you're like my hero.
Sorry. That guy looks like he's been in a fight. Maybe he knows something.
Come on, man, lay off! I told you everything! The deal's going down on the roof. No lie!
Right, just... you stay out of trouble. Hope I'm not too late. My doppelganger's got some skills. And he left the drugs. Seems like his intentions are good, even if his methods are nuts. This one will need painkillers for a few days, but should be fine. Knocked out, but breathing. That's him. People seem to like him. Yeah, I mean me. I mean, this is weird.
My pleasure, citizens. Excuse me. I hear someone in need.
Okay, I do not talk like that. Nobody talks like that.
Let him go.
Yeah, right. We'll get even more from Mr. Fisk when we bring him your head.
Whoa, hey guys! I'm not the real Spider-Man!
Not anymore, you're not.
Time to even the odds a little.
Yeah. I always knew it was more than one guy. Kill them both!
I've got this. Go.
You miss a chance to team up with the real Spider-Man? No way!
You know how to fight.
The black belt. Teach at Chikara Dojo. Spread the legend.
Yeah, but when you dress like me, you inherit my enemies. And I've got a lot of enemies.
Look out! More of them!
I'll take the ones with guns. You get the rest. You know, if you want to help your community, there's a feast shelter nearby. And I'm sure folks would appreciate free self-defense classes. Hide! I'll finish him off!
Don't need to tell me twice! Man, that was intense! How do you do it?
One bruise at a time. Look, your heart's in the right place, but if you keep this up, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I see that now. Don't worry, I'm hanging up the suit. Spider-Man, no more.
Good call. Besides, you don't need a costume to make a difference.
Hey, that's a good line. I'll remember that.
Not long ago, the demons committed another heinous act of terrorism when they took a tour bus and all of its occupants hostage. We have one of those
Come on, kid! What? No! Like all of us!
Oh what, it's not fun getting beat up? We'll sit with that for a while.
You were just in time. They were like animals.
Demons have opened fire. Officers down. Officers near Devil's Shelf. Please report to the scene.
Real talk, guys. The Destroy New York stick is getting old. That's it. Everyone okay? Demons fight like men possessed. MJ's hunch was right. Place is crawling with demons. Gotta take these guys out, then have a look around.
就把它弄通，快点，我们已经迟了。
Okay, that's all of them. High security lock. They use these on banks, not recycling centers. Maybe if I can find where it gets its power from. Looks like I could override the circuit. Need my electric webs. Well, that did something. It looks like the circuits need a little more juice. Gotta find a junction box. There. Looks like the circuit's still stable. Maybe there's another junction box close by. Gotcha. Almost there. One more box should do it. Uh-huh. That's it! Oh, man. These must be where they're planning to attack. Wait. These are Osborn campaign offices. All the paths originate from the same address. Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own. Explosives from Fisk's construction site. Guns from Fisk's armory. Truck bombs? This is crazy. This wasn't a gang war. The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
Oh my god.
And it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Lee must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Be careful.
Yuri, it's me.
Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack, this time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Got it.
I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job.
Consolidated shipping. A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style. I can use that stuff I found at the recycling center. Nice. Love using bad guys' own weapons against them.
贝斯克滚蛋！我们的机会终于来了。
And that, my friends, is what karmic justice looks like.
幻觉，有人倒下了，不可能！谁在那？蜘蛛侠，他逃不掉的。需要剪断这线电线。钱呐！ 的命我收了。
He's not out here. Better check inside. Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up. What else can I find around here? They have bases all around the city. This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have an army. As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't enough. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this. Hey, MJ, I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign office.
Nice. Did you find leads?
No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Rides.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
怎么还不死？ 还在拼侄子，这不下多久？别靠近他的装备！躲开！ 拦住他！
Copy, Silverbird. We're descending to location. There's another one.
Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things! Down! Town!
Code SM1.
Whoa! Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for orders.
Copy code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverburn.
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborne.
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go. We'll talk later.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
It's okay. We're still best buds.
We're not best buds.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We've searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee.
I'm working on that. Hey, MJ.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn. Missed another call from Doc.
Peter, I wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc. Thanks for saving our butts, Spidey. You're welcome, scary fascist soldier guys.
Peter.
So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh.
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy Might help him too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to. I should check out Lee's office.
Pete, glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in there.
May said you were at the bombing.
His office is locked. How do I get in there? Quietly.
I don't feel safe.
Maybe there's a vent somewhere. Huh. Never seen that room before. Whoa, what the? High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
I understand, but the account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information.
That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's parents. Looks like there's a keyhole in the frame. I thought Lee's parents abandoned him. Why build a shrine to the people who threw you away? This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that could only be mastered through balance. Lee did so much for New York. I can't believe he was hiding such darkness inside him. Lee's journal. Bet this fits the lock in the portrait. Lee sounds conflicted. Almost like he didn't want to head down this path. Huh. The shrine in the photo is missing the picture. Some kind of puzzle lock. That seems right. Oh, I see. Yes! Whoa. What are you hiding, Lee? Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Can feel my power growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, but he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Creepy. It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence. One more. The police had found this. Or May. Don't want to think of what could have happened. This is all about Norman Osborn. His whole career. Lee must have been obsessed with him. Okay, through the floor grate. Oscorp lost a lawsuit about improper clinical trials years ago. Did they cover this up? I've never heard of it. Lee's giving his powers to the others. How does Lee imbue these with his power? Bioelectric induction? Compressed phase shift? Lee sure is obsessed with masks. Is it a Jungian thing? Like, he needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out? Pretended to be a demon, until he became one. Now, how do I get out of here?
Hello, Peter.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
Get that.
Thank you.
And heading off again shortly, I'm afraid. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborn rally. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you are both safe.
Amen.
But the bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be. Well, I should go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
Wait!
Captain Watanabe.
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
What am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack planned.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey. Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
Wait, remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action. some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more, but I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah, see ya.
Dinner? Huh. What should I cook?
Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Parker, exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like now?
This is my defining moment. Can't wait to show you.
Cool. I've got dinner plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay. Be right there. Wonder if this means I have a job again. Guess I can stop by, just for a minute.
Any plans to help Spider-Man? Or you just get a rubber dick? Now. Come on, man.
I have to tell you, Triple J, I used to think you were exaggerating the danger to the city, but after the City Hall bombing, I gotta admit, you were right.
A lot of people have been telling me that, congratulating me, but I don't want to congratulate. I would have loved to have been. Better yet, for those in a position of power to have listened to me and done something. They didn't, and I'm not sure they'll listen now. Unless concerned citizens like you and I make ourselves impossible to ignore. Stand up! Take your city back! That's the only way we can ever be sure that justice will be done. That and listening to me every day.
Hey, Doctor.
Hello, Peter. I'll be just a minute.
Wow. Look at all this new stuff.
Parker, we've been focused on limb replacement. Connecting nerves at severed extremities, replicating the function of lost appendages. But what if instead we gave people something they've never seen? Something straight from the mind. Unchain all of us from the bodies we've been born with, and instead unleash the awesome power of our minds.
Doc's messing around with superconductors. Where did you get all this equipment?
Called in every last favor. Took out a few loans. It's like we're starting over once again. But this time's going to be different.
You've been busy.
Just getting started. You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were when we can make them better? Okay,
I think that should do it. You ready?
Everything okay?
Damn it! This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
It was a good joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test. So, hope you don't mind me asking, but it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history.
We were lab partners in college. Became friends. Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world, just in different ways.
Wait, you were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp. In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and, well, it is a catchy name.
Well, why'd you leave?
Norman became more and more obsessed with genetics. He started a project I considered unethical. And there was this... Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for a settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work...
Don't worry. It'll work. Let me just fix this up.
I'll brew some fresh coffee. Be sure to run a diagnostic on the control unit. Could be a short. Oh, why don't you do the honors this time?
I think we did it.
Next step, neural interface.
That's a lot of work for you to do by yourself. Sure you can handle it?
Apparently not, judging by today's debacle.
Because I still haven't found another job.
My funds are still...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right?
To changing the world.
Missed call from MJ. Doctor, I need to go, but I'll be back later.
Don't worry, the work will still be here when you get back.
Really glad Doc let me store things here after the whole eviction thing.
Peter. I noticed you keep track of Spider-Man's foes. Smart.
Gonna miss that humorless grimace. Mob enforcer turned walking tank. Rhino's racked up enough property damage to destroy Manhattan 3 times over. Vulture might be the smartest guy up on this wall. Not smart enough to duck 3 consecutive life sentences, of course, but still pretty brainy. Huh. Electro was the first legit superpowered villain I fought. Till then it had been regular guys in fancy suits. Electro was a big change. Big change. Last time I fought Scorpion, he asked if I knew what my skull looked like from the inside, then offered to show me. Super fun guy.
In some sad, sick way, the City Hall attack may have done some good. Norman's approval ratings are sinking. The people are starting to realize their beloved mayor only cares about himself. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to wake people up to the truth, to finally see the monster they themselves elected.
Wish Doc wouldn't fixate on Norman like this. What's that? What is this stuff, Doc? Looks like armored plating.
Defense prototypes. Fascinating, really. AIM has requested a number of samples of my work. Who am I to deny them my genius? Ah, kidding, of course.
Doc's working on some kind of advanced hypodermic delivery system. Maybe to help with implant rejection? I don't know, that's a big needle. Wait, is this the raft? Are you doing work for the Supermax prison?
Indeed. They're soliciting bids to modernize their security grid. Figured I'd try my hand. Lucrative contract, and a satisfyingly difficult nut to crack.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. We still on for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, yeah. I was calling you about something else, but yeah, we should talk over dinner.
Offer still stands for me to come over and cook.
Oh, really? Well, I like to take risks. I'm still out, but I'll grab some stuff at the store and let you know when I'm home.
Okay, talk soon. All right, dinner at MJ's. Low expectations. It'll be hard to screw this one up. Guess I'll just freelance for a while until she calls.
Calling agent stationed in the Tenderloin. What's your status? Demons firing on our position. Need backup.
Those Sable guys might be able to handle this, but I can't take the chance.
Looking to do the job.
probably feel ganged up on right now. Maybe try not bombing the city. To find a way to stop the demons for good.
Next time, let us handle it.
Sorry guys, kinda gotta see something, do something code. Better step in before they rack up a body count. Guys, come on! You're scaring the pigeons!
你们能再次人情，不是我们，那现在也一样。朝他开火！ 还用他打动我们的？别停！
No need to thank me, Sable dudes. Although it's kind of rude you didn't.
Situation normal. Demons eliminated.
Hey, MJ.
All right, I picked up a bunch of stuff at the store. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Swinging over now. Prepare to be amazed.
This is Stable Control. What's the situation south of Houston?
Demons are firing on TCP Bravo. Need backup.
Peter! You are not gonna believe what happened. So you know that address you gave me? I went there.
MJ.
I know, but wait.
What is this?
Just listen.
This is the address Pete found. Men are all carrying firearms. What is this place? That office. Might be something inside that connects this to Lee. Need to get back there.
Huh? What was that? What dumbass can't put their shit away? Bet it was happy. Almost shot a rat.
Martin Lee's really paying the boss?
Yeah. We build this war beast for Lee. Lee finances the boss's
Yo,
new
Rick!
venture.
Boss wants to talk. Get in here.
Well, you better clean this
Need to
flag
get
off
into that
block
office.
well. Boss sees that, he'll be pissed.
You tried any yet?
Who is that?
Samples.
Wait!
So what's the boss doing with the money from this Lee job?
What are they building? Is this all for Lee?
Grave dust, man. All that cash is going straight into grave dust.
You tried any yet?
Only samples. Boss is still perfecting the recipe. Man, it's got a kick.
I hear something. I heard something.
Easy does it. What kind of vehicle needs tires this big?
Where is it? I swear I left it over.
Yo, has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
The hell was that? Hey, when do we get a new recip saw?
That guy's not going anywhere. Maybe I can distract him.
Hey, anyone pick up more beer after our last run?
Hearing things. What the hell? Someone there?
What is this? Some kind of military hardware? Office must be to my right. Need to move careful through here. Those barrels seem important. Alchemax. Why is that so familiar? What's in these?
Boss, come on! We'll never notice!
Tombstone.
You're right, Rick. Won't notice? Cousin won't be there.
God damn it! I said I'll fix it!
You got some stones, Rick. Let's see if they break. Such a disappointment. And now I need a new welder.
Can't turn back now. Need to get into that office.
Come on now.
Everything okay?
Made it.
Nothing here.
Blueprints. An APC. This is what they're building for Lee. But why does he need an armored vehicle? Here we go. GPS trackers. What is Tombstone using these for?
All right, boys. Time to move. Get the gear from my office.
Time to go.
Okay, I want to say don't ever do that again, but since I know you're going to anyway, here. Take a few of those next time.
Nice. Thanks.
You know Tombstone is crazy and pretty much invincible, right?
Everybody has their weakness. Mine is... whatever you're cooking right now. It smells amazing.
The chicken curry. Just needs some time to simmer.
No dumplings, I hope.
You're never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Nope.
The Great Dumpling Catastrophe.
I still can't believe they evacuated the entire building.
I know, and in January, too. Your neighbors hated me.
Yeah, they were pretty happy when we broke up.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about what you found in Lee's office.
Well, Lee clearly has issues with Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know yet. But his next move looks like it involves Devil's Breath. Whatever that is.
Yeah. I'll dig into it. So I was thinking... what if we teamed up?
What, you want to be my sidekick? Like a spider girl? Spider woman?
No.
Woman.
No, not a sidekick. A partner.
Oh. Not again.
Hey, it's your crime system thingy. Looks like a residential break-in.
Charles Standish.
That sounds familiar. Oh, Oscorp CFO. Wait. You don't think this has anything to do with Lee, do you?
Sorry to cook and run.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Where do you want me to,
Just the couch is fine.
See you later?
Yeah.
I got it! Got a picture!
Hey, it's me.
This curry is legit.
So what do we know about Charles Standish?
Let's see. Chief Financial Officer at Oscorp. Single. Known for his art collection.
If Lee's after him, it's gotta be related to Devil's Breath.
I'll run a search on everything in that file.
Let me know the second you find something. I think Lee might be planning something even worse than City Hall.
So, are we partners now? Because it sure feels like we are.
Partners. Sounds good.
Okay. See ya, partner.
police look like they could use some help.
Friggin' terrorists. Thanks for the assist, Spider-Man. Someone radio dispatch. We need a wagon.
There's probably more of them inside. You guys stay here. Somebody was in a hurry.
Spider-Man!
You're hurt.
I'm okay. But you gotta find Mr. Standish, fast. Those guys in the masks kidnapped him and forced him up to his place. He lives in the penthouse, top floor.
Okay, sit tight.
蜘蛛侠，杀了他！
So glad you're here. I can't find my car. Could have sworn I parked on this level.
别碍我们的事！
You guys work here too? This building is serious about parking enforcement. Good fight. A for effort. Elevator won't work. They know I'm here. But maybe I can sneak up through the elevator shaft. Should be able to make it up to the penthouse from here.
No.
还没发现，我会继续走。
Okay, almost there. Stay out of the light. Tall building.
他在从电梯轨道往上爬，他在从
Fire bombs? Seriously? Move! Uh-oh!
他在往墙上爬。
Not good. There's Standish.
Okay, now what?
Enter your password.
He sounds nervous. Maybe I should take him out. Okay, all clear. Hope Standish is all right. Let's try this again. It's safe now. What were they after?
Just financial records.
About Devil's Breath?
How do you know about that?
Why do they want it?
I don't even know what it is. Mr. Osborn's been pouring money into it for years, but he keeps the whole project a secret. I'm the only one who has any record of it.
Not anymore. Looks like they copied some records to a secure server. Payroll information. On a Dr. Isaac Delaney. Who is he?
I honestly don't know.
Down!
Come on, come on!
Wait, the elevator! Hold on! Almost got him! Try to fall slower! Gotcha! You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Good. You know, as elevator shafts go, this is pretty nice. Hey, Yuri.
You okay?
Yeah, but I didn't get much out of Standish before these Sable guys stepped in and told me to back off. What's the deal?
I get the sense all they care about is keeping him quiet.
Because he knows about Devil's Breath.
Right. Whatever the hell that is.
I'm working on that. I think I just got a lead.
A lead? You sound like a cop.
Don't you mean... Spider Cop? Yuri? That's fair.
Peter, what happened with Standish?
He's safe.
Okay, good. And the demons?
They were looking for a name. You got a pen?
Yeah, go.
Dr. Isaac Delaney.
Okay. Who is he? What's his deal?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I'm on it. Just give me a few. Oh, and before I forget, you left that tracker from Tombstones at my place. I'll drop it at Dr. Octavius's lab. Let you know what I find on Delaney.
Felicia's keeping busy, but I'm catching up. Let's see where she hit this time. Hello, Cat. Cornelius Van Lunt's place. She's hitting places full of one-of-a-kind valuables. She must be working for someone. Otherwise, why not just steal cash? Message from Doc.
Sorry to call so late. My mind's bursting with ideas. We've been thinking too small, Peter. Why replace missing limbs with facsimiles when we can improve upon them? People who've lost an arm understandably want it back, but we can give them something better. The human body doesn't need to be our default. We can go so far beyond it. Just some thoughts to conjure with.
Doc's really giving it both barrels. Hope he doesn't burn himself out. While I'm here, I should examine the transmitter MJ found. If I can reverse engineer this, it should track Tombstone's shipments. That should do it. Time for a test run. Okay, just gotta follow the signal. Should lead to whatever it is Tombstone's moving. Tombstone. This guy's the mother of all headaches. Impermeable skin plus zero morals equals bad time. Hope running a chop shop's the worst thing he's up to. Not this way. Nice composition, if I do say so myself. There, that truck. Out for a Sunday drive?
Oh, crap! It's Spider-Man! Call for backup! He's mine!
Oh boy, gang's all here. Biker gang down. Let's see what's in that truck. Chemical containers. But they're scrubbed clean. Looks like they came from the Alchemax plant in Harlem, but what was in them? And that sound means the end of our lightning round. Should head to Alchemax when I get a chance and find out what was in those barrels. Tombstone's up to something. Probably illegal. Definitely dangerous.
Hey, do you have time to check something out for me?
No, but if you ask nicely.
Just got a call about a suspicious-looking box on a rooftop in Hell's Kitchen. I could call in the bomb squad, but if it's just some kid's science project...
Yeah, I know. Budget crisis, yada yada yada. So...
will you please check it out?
There's the magic word. I hope it's some kid's science project. Man, I miss those days. School projects are so much easier than real-life projects.
I got an interesting tip today. Remember that barbaric beast named the Rhino? Apparently last night he almost escaped from his cell in the raft. How, you ask? Well, no one there seems to know, but they assure me he's been relocated to a more secure cell. Now, I'm no expert on Supermax prisons, but isn't the whole point of them that there isn't anything else more secure? I mean, he's a 700-pound maniac with an indestructible horn. If there's a more secure cell, why wasn't he in it?
Bus was just taken hostage. Officers needed in Yorkville.
What has Osborn done for you? Left you to rot, to scream, to live in fear and pain. Osborn lords above you.
You don't mind, right? Demons are getting more and more brutal. I can't believe Martin Lee is really behind all this. God, Mr. again.
Bet you're wondering why I'm back in the game. Straight and narrow just got boring. My target number's 50 million. Nice round number, don't you think?
Aha.
But if you catch me before I hit my goal, I'll give it all back and go straight. My future's in your hands, Spider.
Garvey Park Garrison, this is Control. What's your status?
Demons firing on our position. Need backup.
Sable are my biggest fans, but I can't let the demons kill them. Those Sable guys don't like me, so imagine how much I don't like you. Demon backup. At least they're being Earth-friendly and carpooling. The demons are getting bold.
Situation risk, thanks for the assist, but we had it covered.
Just backing you up, sport. There's the Alchemax plant. Huh, good timing. Tombstone's men are loading fresh supplies. What for, though? Is he getting back into drugs? They're heavily armed. This might be easier if I stay quiet.
Where are all the security guards? This is a ghost town. Boss paid them off. Anyone does show up.
Chilly. Dressed warmer.
You think all these chemicals are safe to be around?
Safer than being around the boss.
Hey, move it.
Heads up! Spider-Man's nearby! Hey, come check this out! Got a gun for a reason. Don't you got bigger fish to fry, webhead? The hell was that?
I'll take a look.
Back here, Spider-Man! I'll play nice! I promise!
Stopping us this time.
Come check this out. Come on, Spider-Man. I'm itching to show you what brain dust can do. Spider-Punk ain't stopping us this time.
Tombstone's men are down. Now to find out what's in these barrels. Diox 3. Isn't this the chemical Tombstone was exposed to as a kid? What's he doing with it now?
Yeah! Let's go, come on!
I'm guessing that stuff's not for asthma. More dudes, more drugs. Someone's got to teach these guys about the dangers of peer pressure. Bad feeling those drug inhalers and the Diox 3 are related. Should analyze an inhaler to find out what's going on here. All right, what's in you? Diox 3 plus designer amphetamines. Pretty clever recipe for temporary invulnerability. I'm impressed. And worried. This stuff hits the street and there'll be a huge market for it. With Tombstone as the sole supplier. Think I can synthesize a counter-drug. Wonder if there are any lab supplies in that truck. Time for some artisanal science. There. Single dose of the counter-drug. Just need to test it out. Maybe I should pay Tombstone a visit at his chop shop.